Good afternoon, everyone. Well, first of all, I would like to ask you if some of you have owned a company or would like to own a company. Well, who wants to raise your hand? Who thought or has been thinking about hire a designer? Okay.
Maybe later.
Well, I'm going to tell you why you should hire a designer, graphic designer. Well, imagine this store that is the stands have a lot of prisms, and your company is one of those prisms, and that is very shiny. That is a figure that is crystal, but the customer just enter to the store and see a lot of different shapes and sizes, maybe colors, but which one of those is going to catch his attention to buy it? Here's when the designers enter to your company. When you hire a designer, designer knows how to put exactly the light in the right position, so that prism that you have, that is your company, who bring all the colors, all the potential extra that it has. All days we are attacked by many brands, a lot of brands. And when I say a lot, it's really a lot of brands. And when we are on the breakfast, when we are on the way to the work or to the school, every day, all days, the entire year. One of the most famous is Apple. You can say, well, Apple, just an apple, but behind the logo of Apple, there's a much more. That is the work of the designer. This is the logo of Apple. These are the reticula, and this obviously has been done by a designer that knows how to use the different like reticula they have, and it really is a hard job to do it, because you can just draw an apple. It has to be this apple specific. The designer not just only make logos, it's also make ads like the one here and another advertisements. And even in the internet, they design different things, the websites, also the ads that is very different. That's from the TV to the street to the website. Something very important is the designer knows how to choose the typography. Maybe you know there's a lot of typographies already done, but the designer can make your own typography. A typography that really fits in your company, that make your own, that make you original. Obviously, there's not only ads, there's a lot of things that a designer do. This is an example. This is just like simple text, but with a designer, it's like more fun, more like you can see really where is every part of the paper and the information. And here's another one. In my own opinion, this looks like the ones that some people just print and put in the desk. But with a designer, they help you to choose the right paper, if it's going to be bright or not bright, the colors, and everything. After all, the image, the first impression, is that the one that catches the attention from the public. Well, the designers is not only work outside of the company, it's also work inside of the company. Outside you have a lot of people, children, old men, old ladies, men, workers, any kind. But every person have their, or each group of persons have their own qualities, their difference. That's why a designer helps you to know how to attract the attention of that group that you want. You want to be yellow, an optimistic company, friendly, excitement, creative, trust, powerful, or balance. It's your choice, but the designer is going to advise you how to use in a good way the colors or whatever you want to put in your company. For example, we have companies, food companies, in all the colors. So it's not like just one color, like blue. It's just for companies that is like serious and more formal. In your company, you have workers. Okay. And it's not just one worker, it's a lot of workers. When you know that when a person is really happy when in their job, or they are excited to go to the job because they really like it, they give their best potential. Well, the designer is going to give that image that the worker is going to say, I'm proud for being in this company. I'm proud to wear the logo, the color of my company, because the public, all the society recognize him, and even a child can say, oh, I want to work there, because they saw something that they like in just the image. They don't know anything about the company, they are child, but with the image of the company, they say, oh, I want to work there, I like it. Well, the worker is going to be happy, it's going to be a better worker, and it's going to be proud in your company. The design is not just for a few years, it's through all the time. For example, we have Coca-Cola. You can see how the logo of Coca-Cola has changed, but at some point it hasn't changed that much. And it is also, until today, one of the biggest brands of the world. They are everywhere. And you can see it just has changed their background, the bond of their